Okay, so today I'm talking about the importance of landscaping, and this is my Pecha assignment for my full sail. Um, there's a lot of things to go over about landscaping. I have a couple of slides to go over that with you. Um, Move. Okay, so the peace of mind is priceless. I feel like when you go outside and look at your yard that you've made, you can see some progression. It's a great thing that you've created for yourself and for your family. And every time you look out the window, you're seeing something, beautiful that you created yourself. You sip your coffee, look out your window, and it's just fantastic. There's a couple of other things that I'd like to go over that's not just about being at awe of your own creation in your yard. See, money is a big thing for all of us. And with the proper installation, you can get a lot of money out of what you've created in your yard. Such as 20%, 10 to 20% of, property values will grow just for the way your yard looks. And landscaping brings you money. And it's just, it saves with heating and cooling costs, opportunities, from, like, say, working at your local business. It will make it to where your customers want to keep coming back just because it's such a beautiful area to be around. It's not some trashy place. It's exciting to go back, all depending on where you go. Now, when you have trees in your yard, it generates windbreak, therefore making it cooler in your yard. And without trees or without anything that makes wind where it goes through, it'll make it to where you have a breeze and that you can see the breeze. And it's very mind calming and it's beautiful. And like I was saying before, local businesses, they have a lot of landscaping. If you just look around, they have all kinds of different plants, posted around the business and showing off their business to make it look beautiful. I can't really express it, but there's both inside and outside landscaping. All depends on like your scenery. Sitting around in McDonald's, you'll see some fake plants, dangling down. It just increases, your comfortability with being there, and the beauty of it just makes it more inspiring in time. Okay, so shrubs provide privacy. You're in your yard and you're doing stuff that you don't want other people to see, and having large shrubs will show it to where you can't see across your neighbors, see something that you don't want to see, or the other way around where you don't want neighbors to see what you're doing. And on top of that, tall shrubs reduce crime rate. Having things to go like obstacles to go through and unpleasant views that you don't want to be seeing. Um, Without shrubs blocking people's view, they can't see what you have in your yard. It's just a thing. And proper irrigation is important because if you don't water your plants, obviously your plants are going to die. You have to have proper installations with these things, sprinklers set up in proper areas to where all of your plants are getting the water that it needs. It's very, very important. I used to work at a plant nursery, and that's why I'm doing this on my assignment. And a lot of people where they buy their plants comes from plant nurseries that grow their plants and sell them to wholesale or retail nurseries, around your local area. You'll see them on the sides of roads, on off of major highways. And another big topic that I'd like to talk about is proper fertilization for your plants, because that's what helps it grow and what makes it look beautiful. And I can't really explain much more than that, but it's what gives it its proper nutrients, and make sure you're getting the right kind of fertilization to grow the right things. Now, this isn't always something that we need to be doing, is, investing in an installation crew, but all depending on what you're trying to do with your yard. If it's like a huge project where you have to redo everything, that's probably something you need to do. But if you're just making your yard look pretty, it should probably be up to you. Now, some plants aren't suited to live in certain environments, and making sure the plants that you're purchasing able to live in the proper environment. Like some are shade plants, some are full sun, and some need a little bit of both. All depends, and normally it has a tag on wherever you bought it, and it'll explain to you if it needs shade or not. And taking or improper care of that and putting it in something like that will cause your plants to die or to, perish from heat exhaustion or frostbite or anything like that. So whenever, the cold season comes around, make sure you're taking your potted plants into somewhere where it's warm, gets sun and stays alive. But there's also other options without paying for your plants, like maybe buy one plant. You can make more than one plant by, it's called propagation. We'll get that to that in a minute. Propagation is where you take a plant and take it with a cutting, and you can produce multiple more plants with just one plant that you started with before, making it to where you can, uh, post things around the ground, all kinds of different plants of the same variety, maybe even a mixture of the both. It's all depending on what you need and what you want. And, it'll give you more plants to put in your yard, mainly. And after all of this, your hard work's going to pay off. You'll look back, like I was saying before, this is a peace of mind. You'll look at your yard and see something that you've created and be so proud of yourself, and whoever comes over will want to come over again just because you have such a beautiful yard. Landscaping is very, very important, money-wise and everything. So thank you. This is my Pachacha assignment. My name is William Gamble. And this is my contact information if you need to see or talk to me anything about it. And thank you very much for watching my video.